Hello everyone, welcome to Firestarter Games. Today we are doing our definitive Valorant agent tier list. Now when breaking down a tier list, you typically look at things like agent utility, their abilities, maybe the ultimates, maybe even their aesthetic, but today we're focusing on the number one most important thing, the voice lines. Joining me today is Zeke. And?
What's up?
And Manat.
Hello.
There we go, we got it that time. So we're going to jump in. We have a tab pulled up with all the voice lines, so we'll look at all of those as we go through. But we're just going to jump right in. We've already looked at them a little bit, but who wants to start the discussion off with Breach?
Oh, let me pull up his tab.
Does anyone want to start a conversation with Breach?
Yeah, does anyone want to pull any agent in particular? They feel like they want to set the bar, because, ultimately...
Yeah, Cypher goes to S, right out the gate, or out the bat, because
Right, yeah.
Gimme Corpse is the best voice line in the whole game.
Yeah, so I can play a
agree.
few of them here. I mean, not only that, like his interactions with Killjoy with the dark web, that's a phenomenal
Adorable.
voice line. He does multilingual. He has a couple things in different languages. He has a melee one.
Savi's good.
Yeah, they were just I'm playing a few of them as we go through, but let me get down to the give me a.
Oh, his he has two. One for bind that's really good. It's like, what has Kingdom done to this town? However pretty their lies are, they're just sucking my city dry. It's pretty
Oh,
great.
oh dear, no,
That
sweetheart.
was dork.
We must protect
Yeah,
you.
he is a dork.
Mhm.
Phoenix.
The one where he's like, one of my cameras is broken.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's fine.
There's a Phoenix one I don't think we've ever heard. It says, Phoenix, our little star, keep that furnace burning, okay?
Phoenix,
Oh,
our little star.
he's adorable.
Keep that furnace burning, okay?
He's just
I also-
a wholesome, good young man.
I also have to love the one where he's like, now remember, wipe the prints from your gun. It's just good crime scene etiquette. And I'm like, yes.
Oh, thanks, Crime
And
Dad.
Ray's too, where she goes, Ray's, don't tinker with my gadgets. I don't need exploding cameras again.
Yeah.
The cleanup was so messy.
Also, his Arabic just sounds so good. One of his voice lines is, their confidence begins to crack. And a shuft, which means like, I can see it.
One of my cameras is broken. Wait.
When
Okay,
he's match
it's fine.
MVP, one of his lines is, I am Prometheus, and you are just a god.
Nice.
Yeah, I
It's
can't say I've ever heard that voice line.
So,
That's hardcore though.
Cypher is a good caliber for our S tier. We've now got the S tier set. So,
Yeah.
where do you guys want to go from here? Do you want to go left to right? Do you want to just jump around to someone that you think is going to hold the torch and hold it up? I mean, I know I'm a little biased, but
That thing better not get any higher than me.
I think
Manat's favorite duelist, Yoru. Where do you think Yoru is breaking down? Where does Yoru go? Because honestly, most of his voice lines are cringe, to say the least.
Yeah.
I'll
His
fight-
Asian
I'll
big
fight
one is
anybody.
They go in the Manat tier.
I'll fight
come
everybody.
on. I think he belongs in C.
A bunch of
Like,
Zarko want to
they're
fight
not
us.
horrible,
They must really want
but
to
maybe
die.
C or B. Like they're worth considering. But let's talk it out for a bit.
Okay. I mean,
Oh no, I pretty much hate all of his voice lines. The only one
Idiot.
I like is, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight everybody.
This line right here at the match start. It's so much fuss over nothing. Someone get me a bat. I'll finish this.
Jesus.
A bad.
Like, oh my god.
Oh, when there's a Sage on the enemy team, he says, why do they bring Sage? Now they have to die twice, idiots.
That's good though. I actually like
Oh
that.
my god. Yeah,
That's
his
clever.
And he calls Sky Flower Girl.
that's okay.
He says, hey Flower Girl, I found some leaves, you want them?
Oh
And
my
Sky
God.
says, I've got enough thanks, but call me Flower Girl again, I'll break your nose.
Hey,
Yeah,
flower
I'll fight
guy.
anybody.
I found
You know
some
what?
leaves.
I think for
Do you
the
want them?
sole reason that he's like a bit funny. Like not funny like haha
Mhm.
funny, but like you love to laugh at him.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I would put him a little bit higher.
You
But
put him
not-
higher than
not-
C.
Yeah, maybe B.
No,
Maybe
Mhm.
B. No?
no, not B.
There's some
I think
contention with that.
I think the few funny things he say might be enough to get him to C, but I don't think it's enough to get him any higher than that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have.
Because I think everything else is so annoying.
Yeah, I think let's have a hold pattern there. See where else we can put some other people. Maybe he gets shaked around. This isn't definitive until we hit the save download button at the bottom down here.
That's true.
True, that's when everything's locked in forever.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't submitted your assignment until you hit the submit button.
Okay. Let's jump
Yeah,
over
Manat.
to Astra now, because the Astra is, I know, going to be a place where there's a lot of contention. It sounds like Manette went on a Reddit board and saw how much they absolutely hate her voice lines. So, Manette,
That's because they're racist. So.
Fair. All right. Well, Manette, you are the person backing Astra. Where are you putting her?
I would put her in B or A.
Whoa.
And I know, this might be. I think her voice actor just does a great job with the accent. She's from that. I think she's from Ghana, right? So, I just think that whenever, okay, hold on. Let me bring up one that I really like. When she gets revived by Sage, she says, "My ancestors say what's up." Like, what? That's so cute.
It's revived.
Resurrected.
Yeah. I saw that one when I was looking through these a little bit ago.
My ancestors say what's
I
up.
like how you say she does a good job with the accent.
Even though she's from there, I know. It's technically not an accent, but
This is just how she talks. Like,
or just like
I have a hard time putting her high because it's just.
I would support putting her in B.
Okay.
Because I think the way she goes like bye bye is pretty funny.
Bye
bye,
boomer.
boomer.
And then she says bye bye to some Dagger's girl goes bye
Dagger's
bye.
girl.
yeah. And then she's like, better
Just
luck
go
next
bye.
life.
Ghost boy bye bye.
And like kill Reyna before she beast mode.
Yeah.
She's kind of like
that's fair. I think
she sounds like she just got off Roblox and kind of just walked onto this battlefield.
That's fair. Okay, so for a Roblox agent, she goes to B. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's? I kind of want to save some of the really good ones towards the end, or some of the more divisive ones, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just go ahead and get Omen out of the way. I feel like Omen is another one like Yoru, where he has some okay intense voice lines, but then so many of them are about having like, what my burden never ends.
Oh my god. His growls, I cannot.
Yeah. Kick them when they're down.
I can feel their panic rising.
Head
Drive it into them.
break to madness.
Oh god.
I like that line though.
Which one
That's-
was it?
yeah.
Sorry, I played one right as you said that. Which one?
Oh, that was Omen to Killjoy. He says, "I will get inside their inventor's head. Even brilliant minds will break to madness."
Damn.
Yeah, it's like he has a lot
That's
of
hard, but like
intense.
there's one where he just says boo.
Do you see under my hood cipher? Does it scare you?
That's probably when he teleports, right?
When it says kill afflicted enemy.
Oh, if he. kills
Oh
somebody,
yeah,
there's
so it's when
paranoia.
he's blinded. Or paranoia, I guess. Yeah, either
Yeah,
one.
when he uses paranoia on somebody and then.
Oh my god. I don't think I've ever heard this one. It's who will they cry for once they know they're going to die?
Yeah, see,
Like-
that just makes me sad.
The problem is that a lot of his voice lines indicate like trauma and stuff. So it's hard to say like, oh, he doesn't have a lot of emotions in his lines and it's all kind of dark, because that's just kind of like he doesn't seem like he remembers things. And like when he sees an enemy raise, he says, "There's a raise. I sense her laughter." To laugh again.
Oh.
Yeah. There are some interesting ones. I know we said we wouldn't get into too much back lore, but the Viper ones, where he calls her Sabine, and he goes, "Look at the monsters we've become. At least you have flesh to hide your horror." And then she starts to call him something that starts with J.A., and she says, "I mean, Omen, keep yourself together. You're still needed." And he says, "Wait, what did you say? I'm hearing so many things."
Omen. Keep yourself together, you're still needed.
Okay, so that means that Omen's S tier for we need to protect him.
I mean, I would hard argue
Protect
that.
the good boy.
But not put up an S.
I think he belongs with Yoru. I think they both secure C
Yeah,
tier.
C is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to fight for one. Argue if you want to. I mean, Reyna
No,
to me.
I'm not mad at that.
So let's get to Reyna real quick, because I think Reyna is going to be the first super controversial one. Because I'm pushing for D tier for her. I just don't.
Well,
yeah.
Wait, for who, sorry?
You
for
wanna
Reyna.
No.
No.
you wanna
I
expand on
disagree.
that?
It's just there's none of her voice lines that I really think are that good.
I hard disagree that there's no chance Reyna goes below Yoru and Omen.
I just
I would at least put her with Astra. Like I don't think
you.
she's D.
I don't know. She just all of her voice sounds like I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna eat their souls. I'm gonna kill you.
Actually, I feel like if you go to hers, like it seems like she has the most variety here.
Oh, I like I said earlier, I think that her voice line with Sage, where like she does a lot of like when somebody tries to bring a moral argument, she just kind of plays it off. I think she has some good voice lines like that.
Let's see here. I'm gonna play the one you're talking about real quick.
Reyna, there are better ways to survive than your path.
Oh, I'm so ashamed. Pobre de me. How will I live with myself?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, tell you what. I'll take my bias. I don't think she belongs anything higher than C. I would put her in D, but if you guys are fighting hard enough for C, we could do that. You know, I'd
No, we're fighting for B. We're not fighting for C.
Yeah, she's not. You cannot put her with Omen and Yoru. I won't let it happen.
I will leave this call if they go. If Reyna goes at the same level as Yoru or Omen, I'm leaving this call.
There, she's not in the same level.
No, or lower.
Oh, that feels bad. I disagree with this, but we'll leave it for now. Speaking of Sage, let's just jump into Sage. I think she actually has some really good voice lines.
She's for sure with Cypher.
All the way up to S. So we don't have a single A. We just have a middle of the road. We don't have any garbage, and then we have gods.
We still have a
Okay,
bunch of
she
agents to
might
go
be
through,
A.
though.
I mean, I don't disagree that much with S though, because she has a lot of good lines. She has a lot of like, not just or Reyna.
I'm
I
not
think
just your
is,
healer.
Yeah, or Reyna is tunneled into I kill things and then I eat the souls. Hers talks about healing. It talks about slowing. It talks about teamwork. It talks about just working with the team. How honored she is to be there. She talks about like even death cannot stop me. She can't even revive herself. Does she have?
No,
a
I think
revive
it's
voice
funny.
line?
She has a resurrected voice line.
She goes like, "Oh, that's what that feels like," or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
yeah. And I'm looking at that, and I'm like, that's cool. But I'm like, but you're the one that revives. Like, who else is gonna revive you? Like,
Well, I think it's those games where you played it, where you have like everyone's
Yeah.
playing the same year or whatever.
like the replication. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just want to
I don't
say
know.
that when
I would put Sage A personally. I just like, I feel like everything is so like, I am the paragon of good and blah 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 blah. Whereas like I feel like I prefer the characters that have like a little bit of good, but also some darker voice lines and stuff. Whereas Sage is kind of just quintessential good person.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm sorry. The blossom wavers in strong wind, yet I am no flower.
what a poet.
God, that's
Zeke, you might be overruled here because she does drop some sick poetry.
Yeah, poetry's annoying though.
Here's her best poem. When she gets a melee kill, she just says sloppy.
She also has a
yes.
Phoenix round start line. Their Phoenix may feel immortal. I should remind him just how mortal he is. It's like there is a little bit of a dark side there. I don't know. All right, tell you what.
That's only because they're enemies.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the A. We'll feel it out. Maybe move it around. See what happens.
Yeah.
This is another one that like I don't know why I remembered his voice lines being way better than they actually are. But so much of it is just organized crime. He has a couple good ones, but I don't think he gets much higher than C tier.
Breach.
Yeah. I mean, he might squeeze into B tier. I mean, I feel like his voice lines are better than Reyna's, but I still don't think they're very
No.
good.
He's very, especially when he says, "Off your feet." You know, like it's just like he's telling you what to do. You got to play hopscotch.
Well,
Jump over
I
his.
do like his interactions with Brimstone. They're pretty funny.
Yeah. And he does when he tries to get Jet into a life of crime. That's always a good one.
I think it's funny. A couple of his match start lines just have to do with like, yeah, it's just a job. The faster I get this done, the faster I get paid. Like, whatever. We
Like
treat
when-
this like any other job, no more, no less. And I'm like,
He's
all
very
right, so
nonchalant.
he's got that mindset that like, yeah, this is just a job. It's fine. Like,
Like when he sees when there's an enemy Brimstone at the start of the match, he goes, "Haha! When that Brimstone sees me here, he's gonna be so pissed."
Yeah. He has a Phoenix line that Phoenix keep bringing that fire. It's like a Viking funeral.
For Cypher, it says, "Cypher, stop bugging my gear with microphones. You're worse than Interpol."
Yeah. you know what? I think he earns it. I'll give him a B.
Put him ahead of Reyna, though.
How dare you?
There you go. All right. So this is gonna be another controversial one because I think Brimstone actually has phenomenal lines. I mean, he brings comedy.
Molly.
He brings the intense. Yeah.
I mean, Brimstone is like the quintessential deep-voiced soldier guy
Exactly.
that like every first-person shooter has.
But like, all right, hold on 1 second. Let me just play a line real quick.
Damn right we crushed it. Even as I was saying it. When Jet says it, you know what? Forget it.
Just the last round one. Damn right we crushed it. Even as I was saying it. When Jet says it, you know what? Forget it. That's a fantastic line. All of his interactions with like Killjoy are fantastic. Where he's, lost
I like
his
when
password.
he kills multiple people with orbital strikes. He just yells "deep fried."
Yes. I just think too many of his lines are just perfect.
Well, he has a really good one when the match is starting in the buy phase. He goes, "They've got one ugly-looking crew. No offense to any of us."
Yeah, I think that hurts him. He and Sage also feel like they belong in the same category because they're mom and dad.
I think you could also make I would put him S tier personally, just because I think I love just the depth of lines. He has so many good lines, and he also has those kind of like character defying lines, like you said with the "damn right we crushed it" thing, where it's like he goes out on a limb and he's a little awkward, but he's still trying anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's worth an S tier.
He's also just like the dad of the group. You can feel it.
Well, he calls the enemy Killjoy Kid. Like
it's a little. The energy's a little bit too much for me.
I'm looking to see if there's one that a voice line that would take her above C tier. Because right now I'm just feeling C tier. I think she has enough, but like all of her voice lines are talking about Breach and like her repairing his arms and.
There's a good one. There's one good one.
Okay.
When she talks to Sova in the match start, she says, "Sova, you listen to the weirdest music. Lots of dunce, dunce, dunce. How do you dance to it?"
Oh yeah.
I think that's cute.
Give me 1 second, let me play it.
Sova, you listen to the weirdest music. Lots of dunce, 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 dunce. How do you dance to it?
God. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, and then
It's not bad.
She does have the Ally Viper Girls Night.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, like
Some of her kill ones are pretty good.
I like the enemy Viper one where it's like
lady.
she just kind of runs out of insults and just ends it with "she's dumb."
That snake lady is a joke. But Azil has real vipers.
Yeah, I don't
She's
think I'd
dumb.
put her very high. I'd probably put her in the C tier.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not
I don't
quite
think
D-tier.
she's quite like a total lack of any useful things. I still think Yoru could probably get moved down to D, honestly.
You know what?
I think compared to Raze, I don't think it's fair that Raze and Yoru are in the same category. I feel like Raze is at least better than.
He's just
kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
He's got
He is a robot.
He has one that I think is insanely good that would almost pull him up to C tier, and that's if you go to the Ace line.
The Brimstone?
No, the second Ace line.
I know what they're thinking. Aimbot.
Oh my god.
That's a fantastic voice line.
Hold on, I need to go back up.
It's just hilarious.
I know what they're thinking. Aimbot.
That was the one.
That one.
And
Yeah.
here you go. Here's
I
a
like
couple.
I like the ally Brimstone one. Where it's like, "Brimstone, I'd hug you, but it would kill you. I'm serious, no hugs."
Yeah. Some of his match start ones are pretty funny. It's like, what's the plan? Send the robot in first? Smart choice. I'll take the lead. It costs enough to build me. Get your money's worth.
Whenever there's an enemy KO, he says someone missed a software update when he kills them.
When he kills them, he calls them a toaster.
I love it.
There's also an Ally Killjoy one right below that. Killjoy calls her tech killer robots. A good joke. Funny.
Killjoy calls her tech killer robots.
Go to Breeze.
Good joke.
Okay, human.
Funny.
Now you can swim.
Just like, yeah, I do like the fact that like a lot of his jokes, like he tries to joke.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Catch a breath. Not that I need to, of course.
Well, there's this. Look at the Ally Phoenix one.
Radiant target acquired. Hang on, it's Phoenix. Sorry, friend.
Oh god, where is it?
Okay, you know what? He's starting to earn it back a little bit. Just because the Phoenix line is pretty good. I don't think we've ever had that one.
He's got some good
The Al
lore. He's
Phoenix?
got some good lore ones though. Like
Yeah.
when there's an enemy Reyna at the match start, he goes, "Another Reyna. I killed her in the war. I'll kill her again."
I think I can give him C, but I was gonna give him.
Yeah, I don't think he's anything higher than C. I think if there was like a C minus, I would put him there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's hit Chamber. Let's hit Chamber.
Okay.
So Chamber, I think, is another one that just doesn't have, like, he has some okay voice lines, but most of them come off as pretentious.
It has been a
Oh,
pleasure, my
this is a good one.
friends. Au revoir.
None of this a win is a win nonsense. We should win big and look good doing it. For the number of times that we're just like, yeah, we'll take that round win. He's just like, no, nuh-uh.
Yeah, and then his enemy Chamber voice
Who
line.
is that well-dressed man on the other side? Ah, the other me. Of course.
Let me find
It's
it.
just, yeah, I don't know. I'm open to input on this one. Zeke, what do you think?
I think he has a couple funny ones. Like obviously the one where if he's playing another chamber, he asks who's that well-dressed man on the other side.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
He does have a good enemy KO one. Don't worry, my radiant friends, I will unplug their talking toaster. And then when he kills KO, he says toaster's broken.
I love that.
I mean, he's obviously not S tier, obviously not A tier.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a tough argument for B tier. So
I think C is where I would be comfortable with.
Okay, let's lock him in at C, and then let's.
He's got a lot of longer voice lines, but nothing that makes me go like, oh, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump into Zeke's former main, Jet. I think this is another one where I want to rank it higher, just because of, like, you know, she's like one of the faces of Valorant.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start listening to some of their voice lines, you're like, that's just okay. I do think she belongs in at least B. I would push for at least B.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
No.
Feels like just yesterday I was chopping talent at the store.
I would make
Wonder
fun
if
of
that
their
place
dumb
is still
faces,
standing.
but they're us. Huh. We look stupid.
Phoenix, if you die, I call dibs on your jacket.
Oh, don't be like that. You know you'd also want my shoes.
Killjoy, think you could enhance my knives at some point? Maybe some lasers, homing tech. I'm just spitballing here.
Where's that one?
That's a match start with an ally Killjoy, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, Killjoy, think you could enhance my knives at some point? Maybe some lasers, homing tech. I'm just spitballing here.
You know, that's fair. I think her agent interactions bring her up a little bit, because she also does that one with Sky where she's like, you ever thought about making other summons like lions or dragons?
Yeah, I love that one. Her Ascent one's pretty good. So careful of the edges, not sure if I could catch you in time if you fell off. I mean, I try, of course.
She has to make sure that they know.
I would think about trying.
Yeah.
Pat, jump it on.
Hello, everyone.
So, we're going through Jet right now.
She says, "You better hide, old man, to the enemy Brimstone, or you
Yes.
gotta retire sometime."
I don't know.
My favorite one.
Jet killed Groan number 2 is pretty good.
What's your favorite one?
There you are, you little shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I also love the Killjoy Commend one where it's, alright, I take back what I said about those bots. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So are you.
Alright, I take back what I said about those bots. They're pretty good.
Yeah, she's
And
like,
so are
she's
you.
pretty casual the same way that Reyes is, but she's not as high energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that when she talks to the other agents, it's more about them as opposed to her bots or her grenades.
The question is, does anyone have a major problem with that right there?
Where'd you put her A? No.
No,
Okay.
I think that's valid. That's valid.
Alright, cool. Well, let's just move on to...
You're not gonna get away with that. No.
Take
Alright.
him down.
Alright. Let's jump into my boy Phoenix, because
Manat tier.
I love Phoenix's voice lines. I don't think he has that many bad ones. I think he has a lot of fun. It's the casual. I enjoy, like, sometimes the reason why I play him, I haven't used his abilities half the time. It's just fun to listen to him talk. He just makes me think I'm in a Kingsman movie.
I agree. I would probably put him in A.
I'm biased against him because he's English.
Well, that's...
What?
Wow.
Well, that's not very fair.
Yeah.
I love this one.
But I'm Scottish, so that's just accepted.
This one's fun. Don't worry, guys. They say I'm a prodigy. Not my words. Not my words, baby.
Or like last round 1, he says, "Do they still want it?" Mad guys.
Oh god, this stay out of the fire, super high level tactic.
Yeah. Well,
great.
And I love the resurrected. Yo, you can do that too, because his whole ult is just reviving.
I mean, at the very least, what I can give for him is that obviously the voice actor had the most fun doing Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. What's the where's the one you guys love on the round start? Buy stuff, ka-ching.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
We're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that one? I need to find it.
Or who else is having a great time? Just me?
Yeah.
I'm gutted.
Okay, fine. We can put Phoenix in S tier.
Yeah.
Buy stuff, ka-ching, little skrrr, do my done. Yeah?
He says, "Hey Omen, I respect the guy who knits. That's pretty cute." And Omen says, "It helps me focus." Oh, what do you care?
Alright, I'm gonna play that one real quick. Everybody, give me 1 second.
Hey, Omen, I respect a guy who knits. It's pretty cute.
It helps me focus. Oh, what do you care?
That's fantastic.
Or when he commends Killjoy, he says, "Tech support with a carry. Nice work."
Yeah, he's just a all-around good guy. You know?
He's wholesome.
He's wholesome. That deserves. See, I wasn't crazy going the S tier.
We just had to have a discussion about it first.
That's fair. I mean, that's what this is. This is an open.
Can I question something real quick?
Sure.
Why is Brimstone in S tier?
Because when you go through his voice lines, he is not only wholesome sometimes, he's very, like, he has great comedy voice lines back and forth with especially Killjoy. I mean,
and he has a couple lines where he's a dork.
Yeah.
And he's dad.
Yeah.
He's dad.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Let's see. Sova. Let's jump into the Sova.
S.
F.
No way.
There needs to be a tier.
Not tier.
Shut up. Okay, he's S. Okay.
Okay.
I'd give him a solid B.
Oh my god.
No.
What are the lines
Have you
that
guys...
pull him to S for you? Because I've got the lines pulled up, and when I play him, it'll play on the video, so I can play a couple of them.
His one resurrected one, they should have dug a deeper grave. Like, oh my god.
Oh, he has two resurrected ones, because he dies so often.
They should have dug a deeper grave. Thank you.
Like, we don't even have to look at the match MVP one, because nobody's ever heard those voices.
I love all the kill lines are just like
shot down, neutralized, enemy down, silence gone, die.
No more.
Down.
He's just so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're kind of mad though.
I do enjoy the one like, if you're not a good shot today, don't worry, there are other ways to be useful.
That one, I think about that every time I'm bad at the game, and I just think that like it's so motivating.
I hate the one that's like, "My quiver is never full." I'm like, well, then you're gonna run out.
My babushka told me not to brag, but for this I make an exception.
These are okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give it anything above a B.
I just think he's sexy, so I would put him in S.
We're not reading aesthetic.
Can we create a Manat?
You are out of bounds here.
I'm out of bounds. Or when hold on. He says to Jet, their jet is fast. So are rabbits and squirrels. I hunt both.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's pretty.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'd give him B. I would accept a B for that.
Yeah, he does have a good Phoenix line. Hey, Sova, we're gonna hit the chessboard after this. Yeah, because you like the patience, friend. Learn that first, then we'll approach strategy.
Yeah.
B is the most I would give him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think B.
Personally, if it was my tier list, I'd put him in C, but I guess B is okay.
I could agree with B.
I'm surprised you guys put Rays in C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised with that.
If it were up to me, I would probably actually swap Rays and Reyna. The more I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not allowed.
Yeah.
Why is that not allowed?
Because Reyna being in the same category as Omen is a crime.
See,
So then put Omen in D.
You could also line them up in the tier, like the front one being the highest B, and then the back being the lowest B.
I don't mind Reyna being the lowest B.
Hold on. Can you put Sova in the front of B?
You know what?
No.
Sure.
Because Astra's better than him.
No, you know what? Let's.
Astra's voice lines are better.
Listen, Zeke, you have to compromise here.
You're starting to sound like the Reddit Manette, and I'm not like.
This is what Manette wanted. This is what Manette wanted. This is what we were gonna give her. If she wants that, I think that's fair.
See, a voice of reason. A voice of reason, where you know what, Zeke?
I had him in D or C.
Reyna,
I'm already compromising.
Reyna doesn't. We're compromising with Reyna. I don't think she needs to be that high.
Listen, speaking of compromises, let's talk about Viper.
I kind of like her voice lines. They're like really
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. S tier, based on one line.
Okay, what's the line?
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Come.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. That's the only argument I need. Put her in S tier.
And she's mommy, so like,
Come.
like,
Mommy, I'm sorry. Mommy, I'm sorry.
like she can command me anytime.
Oh my god. Well, Zeke, it sounds like we're the voices of reason here.
Yeah.
Or freaking hurry. Oh, she says make them beg.
Come on, I hear them scream.
I will say she has one of the best ace lines in the game.
Who does smother first?
Listen to her ace line real quick.
You wanted a villain? I gave you a villain!
And the voice actress definitely commits to this one. I mean, I do agree that it should be a higher one. It's definitely not a C or D one for me.
What's the one where they're like something with their screams when they're crying for air or something?
Oh,
like
remember,
that.
Nobody's a hero when they're crying for air.
Yeah.
Her
that one's hot.
Yeah.
That makes me sweaty. I'm like, oh, okay.
When she says enough playing with our food. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
eat me now.
like how all of her voice lines like echo like a desperation that like she doesn't want to be this bad, but she's kind of forced into the role, and now if she doesn't accept that, it's like it's gonna consume her, so she just has to play the role that she's been dealt.
Yeah, again, listen to that ace line. She said, "You wanted a villain, I gave you a villain."
So
when she says, "I am your monster, you made me this way," never forget that. So it's
I
again.
can live with S.
You can live with S?
Yeah.
I could live with S.
I think that's valid.
The end of S, but I can still live with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to save Killjoy and Neon for the last two. So let's move on to Sky real quick. I think this is actually another contender for that AS level.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just because, I mean, granted, we've played with her a lot because, Anne's main, but
yeah,
I would probably put her in A.
Yeah,
we need some good examples to put her S.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, I think A is solid. So
I think A is definite, but we need something that would make us.
Her voice lines are very kind of, they're not exactly like Sage's, but they're very in line with Sage.
Oh my god.
The only reason why I wouldn't give it S is because I think her one line is really annoying when she's like, crying over every bruise, like, come to me if you need, like, basically saying, oh, don't go to Sage crying over every bruise, come to me. I'm like, listen here, pick me girl, A.
No,
she
but
can
if you
fix
guys,
a bullet hole or two.
Have you guys seen her match start?
Just some good old hard yakka, standing in between us and victory.
Like, remember, everyone, if we survive, woodworking class tonight in the mess hall. Nimble hands, nimble minds. And then there's, what is this? Anyone I catch slacking off has to join my morning run tomorrow. Wake ups at 4. Sound good?
Of course, no one responds.
Well, no, there's one of the characters has a counter to that where they. That's when we'll get to it in Neon, where Neon calls her a maniac because she's like, morning runs imply sunshine, so no more 4 a.m. wake ups, you maniac.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel the same conviction. I don't feel the same conviction out of Sky that I do with some of the other S tier people. So I think like she's got decent voice lines, but I wouldn't put her in S. I'd put her in A.
I think she's like kind of right on the like right next to like Sage, like with, you know, because she has some like funny ones, but it's not enough to push her into the S tier. So if anything,
I think she's like.
If anything, I'd put her at. Really, I would say maybe like at the beginning of A.
I like Jet's lines more.
I like Sage's lines because I'm a Sage main, so I can't say too much on that matter. But at the same time, I think some of Sky's lines bypass Sage.
Yeah.
I think A needs rearranged. I think Sage should be at the end of A, then Jet, and then Sky can be on either side of Jet. That'd be my personal thing.
Yeah, I think Jet's lines are better than Sage.
Well,
That's what I think.
Just to put Sky up there, because we might just put Sky at the front of A, I don't know. But she has some fantastic interactions with the other team members. Like, Brimstone, you old dog, I respect that you've still got some bite. If you break a hip out there, I got you covered. That's fantastic. And then she loves Cypher, which we love Cypher. So Cypher, I knew you were a legend from the start. Good work, mate. She has that line with the dragons, with Jet.
Yeah.
And then she has the great enemy Viper line, where she's putting. Oh, here, let me just play it real quick. Let me find it there.
Where she's dumping all that.
I can't believe they're Vipers dumping all that shit in the air.
With Killjoy.
I'll kill her.
What's so special about Killjoy's text? I've got visual sensors too. They're called eyes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Fantastic.
They're called eyes.
Oh, and then you mentioned the Yoru line earlier.
Yeah, the flower girl.
Yeah.
I've got enough, thanks. But call me Flower Girl again, I'll break your nose.
Yeah,
I think they're good. I think Sage needs to be behind Jet though, and then wherever
I think
Sky
Sage
goes.
at the end, Sky in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
that works.
that's pretty clean. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know.
Because like I even get annoyed with some of Sky's voice lines, and I play her all the time.
All right. So this I don't think is gonna be too controversial at all.
What are you even doing?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
She's nerdy girl. Nerdy girl S tier.
She belongs there. I agree.
Nerdy girl S tier.
And
German accent.
I'll take her down real quick so we can just talk through it. But
Nerdy girl S tier German accent done.
She's so clever. Like everything. Like she has like a lot of like good little clever voice lines.
Oh my god!
I'll say this.
Everything.
If we put her in S tier, I would say put her. I think S tier needs to be rearranged only for one thing.
Yeah.
I think it should be. Hold on, my cat's.
I would put maybe. I would put Brim at the end.
So I would say Cypher in the beginning, like that.
Yeah.
And then I would put Killjoy after Phoenix, and then Brimstone at the end.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I think that would be a good.
I really like. I like so many of her interaction lines where she's basically like the only person who understands what tech is, and she's like.
She has the match start line. Hold on, I'm gonna play it real quick, but it's okay. I put together some data on the last 6 combat missions. Did you read it? Did anyone read it? Oh God, can anyone here read?
Okay, I put together some data on our last 6 combat missions. Did you read it?
I have your memories backed up at
Did anyone
base.
read it?
Just kidding.
Oh God, can anyone here read?
Delete my hard drive.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "What is on your hard drive?" And like, we will never know.
Oh God! And then I built literally everything on this battlefield. Yeah, even the things that might kill us. What? You want me to say sorry?
Yeah, if I'm not stressed, then you should not be stressed. I mean, look at me, cool as a cucumber. Laughs. Yeah, that's a thing Americans say, right? That's
I like the Dr. Frankenstein line most.
Yeah.
As well.
Why is no one wearing the pulse monitors I gave you? Honestly, I asked for a few readouts, and you think I'm Dr. Frankenstein?
That's fantastic.
I evaluated their strategy. It's a joke. Like, oh, she's so cute.
Everyone makes
Yeah,
fun
but
of
I
her.
would
Honestly,
definitely
I would
her
put her in
before.
S tier easy. It's just her in S
Put her
tier.
after Phoenix, and then put Brimstone at the end. I feel like that's
You know what?
That's
as
valid.
As a Phoenix man, I'm willing to compromise there. I'm willing to
Oh,
take
yeah.
Phoenix down.
Actually,
a peg.
Yeah.
And that's a compromise for me too, because honestly, I'd put her ahead of Viper personally.
Neon F. F. Put her in F. Put her in F tier.
Minat tier.
Tier.
She has
Minat
like
tier.
one good
No, Neo not F tier.
No. But
Yeah,
here's
it's not
okay. The
F
pick.
tier.
Awkward
If
girl.
we're doing worse, then we gotta put Yoru down. there,
Awkward
too.
girl. Don't
Okay,
put
so
Neon
she's
in F.
D with Yoru then. I would
No,
give
okay, but
Yoru
here's
a
my thing.
D.
I think this is the only argument I need because like the pick agent line are sometimes pretty good. Hers is just move or get zapped. I mean, true, but like lackluster.
Mover gets
Yeah, but
so,
I like her sassiness with Rays.
My thing is,
Where she goes, so Rays, you got a plan, or are you gonna, do what you always do?
I think her voice lines, the problem with her voice lines is not like the actress. I think did an amazing job, and I wanted to like them at first, but they just gave her the blandest, most boring. Like she has almost no personality. Her personality is I'm Sonic the Hedgehog in Valorant.
Yeah, I'm angry.
That's just kind of sad. Like her.
I don't know. I still think she's got more likable voice lines than Yoru does. Like with Sage as well. She goes, "I know Sage, don't hurt myself, but it's a gunfight, so no promises."
Yeah, it's just.
And when she calls Sky a maniac,
So
I like
if
that
we're
too.
going by those, then I would say put Yoru in F and put her in D. I would not put her higher than D.
I remember
fine,
we
I
talked
guess.
about Yoru having a few like snarky lines that we like.
Yeah, but so does Neon, and I like Neon's more than I like.
I don't know. We might just have to agree to disagree here.
Plus, I like the one about friends.
No. But she
I don't like that one.
Part.
She literally says, "Remember, bullets hurt."
Yeah, that's.
Like they're just
No,
so
I don't think she's
they're
below Yoru.
they're reaching and they're not grabbing.
She also insults, the good boy.
My
Cypher.
advice: don't get shot.
Cypher, I'm not kidding. If you take my picture, I'll fry that thing. Just try me. Cypher, get
That's
their good
kinda
side.
mean.
We don't want to be rude. Enough cameras. Their Cypher's got to go. Like, why is she so mean to Cypher? He's just like a good boy trying to do good things.
Yeah, but he also sells information to people that.
Well, that's
yeah,
why she
so-
calls him a nosy weirdo.
That Jet is all speed, no skill. She's mine. Like that. Come on. It's. Don't.
Yeah,
slam
no,
the
I
king if you're
don't.
gonna
There's
miss.
no way I would accept her being below Yoru. Just no chance.
That's.
If you're gonna do that, she has to be at least in front of Yoru. If you're gonna put her in D, it has to be in front of Yoru.
I don't know. I like Yoru.
Yoru is significantly worse.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
I think hers
I don't
are
think
worse.
so.
I think she just.
She at least has interactions where she's actually somewhat funny, whereas Yoru's just always an asshole.
But that's kind of, at least he sticks to his thing. Like, she goes from being funny to being about lightning to being just kind of a
Oh,
wet pool noodle.
a multifaceted personality. That's terrible.
Well, it's not even
Yes.
multifaceted. It's what's the
He's got personality disorder, dude.
yeah.
She's bipolar. Like
I don't know. I think she's at least more interesting than Yoru. Yoru just annoys me every time he says anything.
Oh, my nanay's adobo? You're,
I'm on the fence.
welcome.
No. Because Neon annoys me too, and I don't think there's like any memorable voice lines about her. They're all just
I
kind of there.
disagree. Hard disagree. I think she's got at least 2 voice lines that I'm like, that's actually pretty good. Whereas Yoru, it's like literally anything he says, I'm like, shut up. I wish like so much. Like their voice line, like Yoru's voice lines are so bad that when I hear them, it makes me wish somebody had picked a different character. Whereas at least when I hear some of Neon's voice lines, I'm like, okay, that one's okay. Like most of them are annoying. That's why I'm like, okay, D tier fine. But at least hearing a Neon voice line doesn't make me wish they'd pick someone else. Whereas Yoru makes me wish that they'd pick someone else because it's never interesting.
I don't know. This is a tough one. I think they both belong here. I don't think they both
Yes,
belong
I agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're both still in D tier. Are there any adjustments you think need to be made across the tiers?
I don't know how I feel about Chamber or Omen. I don't know how I feel with that.
With Chamber or Omen?
They're both in C tier.
Where do you think they belong?
D tier. I don't know.
Omen's got one about knitting, which is pretty funny. That's one of the reasons why I like C tier for him.
But is one enough to?
To go from D to C, yeah, I think so. It's not enough to go from like B to A or A to S, but C and D are kind of where you're cutting the line. I think having a few lines that kind of diverge from what you'd expect for the character is enough to go at least from D to C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay with that.
Rey's would be higher, but I just feel like the energy and everything is a bit too much. But that could just be a personal thing. Chamber is at the end of C for a reason. Yeah, that's fair.
Give me a corpse.
Give me a corpse is the best line of the game, so.
That's so true.
It really is. Hold on, let me clean this up a little bit.
Give me a corpse.
Give me a corpse.
To fit his aesthetic, actually, we'll do. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay. So now here's the only other argument I'll make.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like. Yeah, I think they should be in the same category. Honestly, I like Viper and Killjoy the same.
There's just no one in S+. Actually, no. Let's be real. That's probably the most accurate tier list we can make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think just get rid of S++ because there's no point. There's no one in it.
No, it's to show that there is an entire tier in which no one exists, and then above that tier is Cypher.
Yeah, I mean technically, if we're doing this right, it should be SS and then SSS and then Cypher.
Oh, you're
right.
It's
fair. Yeah. Adam brought how tiers work.
Okay, so this should be SSS.
Yeah, I agree. 3 S's.
And this should be SS.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, yeah, that makes it.
I think this is reasonable. Yeah.
I think
I like
that's,
it.
hold on. We forgot to do one other thing.
Manat tier. Yeah, exactly. Good point.
Any qualms before we lock this forever until the next agent comes out?
No, I'm pretty happy with this.
I'm surprised we managed to find a middle ground here.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. Personally, I would put Rey's in B, but I'm fine with her being there.
Okay, tell you what.
Rey should be at the beginning of C. I think that's fair.
There we go. Love it.
No.
Also, does KO have any funny lines?
He tries to be funny.
I think
problem with KO is that he's a robot, so it like the emotion side of it isn't going to be there as much as some of the other characters. But
So
I still think
he's-
he has a couple
yeah.
of written.
I'm also
Like he
switching
says
those two.
jokes, but
Switching those two.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about that.
Yeah.
Also, again, as much as this hurts, I think that's actually where it belongs. I really like Brim's lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Brim's lines are great because of the characterization of Brim as well. And like I said, he has a few lines that kind of diverge from what you'd expect.
All right, guys, I feel good about that. I think we did a good job.
We got a good distribution.
Yeah.
So it's
The best part is the clickbait thumbnail for this. I'm gonna go back and fix it to where there's not the S+ and all that stuff, but just the S is all of those guys. And then just post definitive Valorant tier list because people are gonna see this down here, and they're gonna see Jet. At
and they're gonna
not
be
S
like,
tier,
"What's
and they're
Manat tier?"
What the heck is Manat tier?
Well, again, I'll
Why
fix it
are
so
they?
That's my publicity.
But-
We're paying you an exposure.
people are gonna see like the only ones that make sense to be as high as they are if this was like an agent tier list, not referring to voice lines.
Cypher.
No, because
His
Cypher
best
would be-
character in the game.
God, I want Cypher to just be my perma main now, just because the voice lines are so good. The more I reviewed them, the more I was like, this is just like he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this for now, but look for this video to go up here soon, and then yeah. Thanks so much for joining.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, and like and subscribe for more pointless tier list videos. Maybe we should do a weapons gun sounds.
And if you disagree with anything we did, don't at us.
No, actually add us. We need more exposure.
Hate me. Hate me.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.